It started on softs, pit under the first safety car to another set of softs, and then pit again with about 6 laps to go. He divided the race in about 3. He divided the race in about 3. The absolute legend. Alright, let me get Twitch up so I can read chat. Probably one of the only things that's going to be interesting about this race with 10 people. No, that's Brando's stream. I don't want to watch Brando's stream. Oh, I've already started streaming. Right, I think everything's working. Let's not wait. Have you included your audio?
I did, just right now. There's I just noticed now.
Lovely. Well, because I was on my own last week, I think you can do the intro this week.
Yeah. Well, hello and welcome to the US Grand Prix with sadly only 10 people. But maybe we get interesting race with all of them in the front. Who knows? Yeah, I'm here, of course, with Bunch. Sorry for missing last week and leaving you alone. My internet was an asshole.
Didn't miss much last week anyway. It was safety cars for the first 20 laps. It's great.
Yeah, I saw that. What a race. What a race. My style with the fastest lap, 132.2.
Be platinum. No, it won't be platinum. He's aborted the lap. Be the other AlphaTauri. P-Benz.
Mr. P-Benz on the mediums. What actually makes kind of sense. Because...
I don't blame him. Literally, you just have to set a lap and you'll start on those tyres.
Yeah.
So he could go as slow as he wants.
Yeah,
take,
but
like, no
then
life
he would
out of those
start
tyres. Oh,
P10.
hello. That's a huge rear end slide.
Yeah, but he would start P10, so that wouldn't be great. Because you want to start as much as in the front as you can.
Yeah, especially a track like USA, it's not as easy as it seems to overtake around here.
Well, it depends on your setup, really, and how good you can go through the S's. If you're good there, then you should get DRS, and on a long straight you should be able to come by. Also, it really depends on your ERS management.
So a lot of people in Div 2 didn't have all that much at the end of the race. It's quite hard to manage around here, by the looks of it.
Oh, actually it isn't too much hard. It's depending on how much you battle, basically.
Yeah.
But I never had problems with ERS in my life, so... Maybe that's why I'm so slow. Oh, and P-Benz just did a little spin.
He had a bit of an adventure on his actual lap as well, that's why he's done a 38.0. We have Ronin coming up from D2 just to fill out the gaps.
P4.
35.4.
135.4.
So it's Legacy will, I believe, be next.
I should kind of mute my phone. Because...
Same actually, just then doesn't keep pinging. There we go.
Yeah. Doesn't need to be on the stream every time my phone goes off. Don't think that's good content. But what is when I'm involved, so...
Well, I think probably the highlights of this race is probably just going to be us talking, most likely. With only 10, but then again...
Well, they could all be right behind each other, so... Yeah.
There could be a 9-car pile-up, and then P-Benz wins.
Well, I would say there's a 9-car pile-up with Sidered probably lapping them all, but...
Zai's going to put a lap on everyone like after the first 2. Legacy, now the fastest driver on the medium tyres, 34.0. It's good to know that Legacy's done a lap on mediums that is about my quickest on softs. That's how far off the pace I am at this circuit. And that's why I turned down the offer to race.
At least I don't have
So,
to
yeah,
commentate on my own. You know how it is, so
say,
you
well,
didn't
yeah,
put it on me.
I was like, 'cause Stuart messaged me a minute ago. Just like, oh
Jesus.
yeah, do you fancy racing? Do you fancy racing Div 1? And I was like,
well, no.
as much as I'd love to fill out the fact that I didn't race D2, not this track. Literally any track but this one.
Yeah.
But no, I'm happy sitting in the comms box for this one. Thanks.
I had a lot of troubles here as well. But yeah, that's probably because I always liked this track with line on, but without it's just Jesus Christ, it's a pain to get it right. And I still can't get the S's right. I always lost a lot of time to the others there.
I think middle sector is probably where I lose so much of my time. Middle and last sector, I just don't know why. It's literally just a straight for the middle sector.
Setup and exit.
I'm running quite. I think I was running quite low aero anyway, but yeah, I've never been a fan of this track. I wish we would be back at Indianapolis, or just have Miami as the permanent circuit, but that's just me. Zai
Yeah,
a little bit off.
I would agree with Indianapolis, but Miami would be a street circuit, and I'm not sure about that. We have enough of those.
Oh, go on, Brando.
Nice lap from Brando.
What's this? 32.0.
Yeah.
We do have Zai coming to the end of his lap now.
Probably gonna be a
And the
31.
last corner for our championship leader. Now, mate, 30. Watch this.
31.8.
Oh no.
Ooh!
Just about.
Ooh.
Just about. What a call. I'll give you that. That is basically a 31.8.
Well, on that note, I'm retiring. I achieved everything I wanted.
The single best bit of commentary ever. And that's it now. I'm retiring. See you later.
I didn't even see any sector splits. I was just probably a 31.8.
It's like, yeah, probably just gonna get a 31. Let's just say 31.8. And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do a 31.8.
Thanks, I love you.
Oh dear, oh dear. It's only 3 drivers left to settle out, so now we have Platinum, Midseat and Funky.
And Funky is on a lap.
At the moment.
Just
Riding on board with the Aston
got
Martin.
into sector 3, I think. Yep.
I really wish they had like better deltas so I could actually see the first and second sector rather than them split up into 2. It just looks like where it says like 1 minute 1 is like what? There's like, oh no, it takes first and second sector into account.
That would be a slow second sector. So
1
last
minute 1
corner.
middle sector, could you imagine?
What can Funky do?
It's 30
P3, nice
P3.
one. 32190. Apparently on 0 laps, old softs. I have no idea how he did that. GG to him.
What a legend.
Yeah.
Hang on, mate. Tyre best. Oh yeah, even when you go best, it still says 0 laps. Mate,
Yeah.
this game is broken.
Nothing new there.
This game is so bad. Why do we race on it? Can we go back
Because
to
there is no
2020?
other game.
There's plenty of other. We could go back to 2015 and it would be better than this piece of shit. I would happily go back to a 2015.
Disagree.
Nah, mate.
I hate
2015 is an underrated game.
It's an overrated
it
game.
Was, it was absolutely, yeah, it was
Absolutely
diabolical.
dog shit.
2015 was probably the worst. This is a close second for the worst F1 game.
Yeah, agree. And then, well, 2009 was appalling. The Wii game.
Well, it was on the Wii. Hang on, come off it. It was on the Wii.
It's still an
And
F1
it's still
game.
yeah, and it's still better than this one.
No. No.
Yes.
You had to drift your car. Come on,
Mate, it was
man.
literally how. If you pressed KERS, you get like an extra gear. It was great. It was like, yeah, you press KERS, it gives you an extra like 200 Ks immediately. It's like, oh, sweet. I always wanted this kind of.
That
this
game
kind
was
of, thing.
hilarious. At least it was
2009
funny.
was so much fun. It was so much fun.
Yeah,
It was so much
but
fun.
not
just
because
it
it's
was
good.
funny.
But
It was just because it
it's
was so
bad.
like it was so bad. Yeah.
It was so bad that it was
Ooh,
good in a way.
legacy.
So it had that threshold.
Platinum on a lap. 24.8 in the first sector from Platinum. our most recent Formula 2 champion. Driving in the Alpine for D1. It's only him and Midzi left to set lap times at the moment. It's, I'll tell you one game, right, just while on board with Platinum for this lap. One game that's quite underrated is 2018. Like, that was probably my favourite F1 game to date, was 2018. Okay. Maybe 19, because 19 did introduce driver transfers. But 18 I loved purely because of the tyres in real life. You have ultra softs, or hyper softs, ultra, super, soft, medium, hard, and super hard that were never used.
Well, 18 wasn't bad. 18 was really alright. But for me, the best F1 game, but that's probably not because it is the best. For me, is 16 because it's so much of a step up from 14.
Yeah,
and
16
15. 16 was really good.
Platinum goes fastest. Only half a tenth quicker than Zai.
Yeah, what the hell is wrong with Zai?
Zai's not 3 seconds in front of everyone. Who is this man?
What the hell? But it's Plaid, so Plaid is good. But still,
so Plaid is probably going to be pretty good around there. So
yeah, home track, home turf advantage.
Ronin. Coming around the last corner for the McLaren now. Up to the line he goes. P6, 32.2. Midzi is the only driver left to set a lap, but I'm going to imagine he's going to go out right at the end on a set of mediums just to kind of start on them. Everyone's starting to come back out now.
If he goes out, it's going to be interesting to see if he beats Plaid and Zai. He's usually there he goes. He's usually very, very good, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Who's this, Midzi?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the first time I've watched Midzi, to be fair. So yeah, he is out on the mediums.
On this game for me, yes. I don't know how good he is on this game, to be honest, but he usually is really good, so.
I would say, to be fair, a lot of people's pace has been changing a lot from last game to this.
Yeah.
You have a lot of people jumping up and down. It's like P. Benson Stewart were D2 last game, and now they're D1, and then 5 was D1, and he's now D2. So it just goes to show anything can really kind of change.
I was good on last game.
I've always been shit.
Rux was bad. So Rux really improved, so.
So Rux has really come a long way.
Yeah.
Really nice to see Rux's progress.
He's probably gonna get a podium before me in D2. So.
We're gonna have a little bet, see who gets the podium first between you. What happens if you both get it at the same race? Is it just whoever finishes higher technically gets first?
I just remembered I already had my podium. God damn it! Hungary.
Well, have you had a podium this year?
Yeah.
Hungary. I was gonna say you got it because of the penalties.
Yeah, completely forgot about that. Sorry, Rux.
That is, Rux.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if he's watching, but if he is, he's just been completely destroyed.
To be fair,
I apologise for that, Rux.
God damn it. To be fair,
I didn't
got it on pace. I got it because I didn't crash, basically. So.
Well, that's kind of how you do it, though. To be fair, you don't always get podiums and that because you don't crash. Or like you're fast. You get them because you don't crash. That's actually it. Stewart goes P7 with 32.3. Midzi, let's run on board then. Midzi, see what he's capable of in the Mercedes. Is every car this weekend Mercedes power? Oh no, it's fine. We've got 3 Honda powered. It's fine. Oh, my style.
What the hell? There's shit. There are 3 Honda powered, and you know the Alpine.
Oh, there is an Alpine. I thought there was another Williams for some reason. Even though there's already 2 Williams. Right, this is already integrated into nothingness. It's fine.
Maths.
Well, I've had enough of watching this track. I've basically watched the 100% around here at the end of this. At the end of this race, I've watched the 100%er. It's bad enough having to drive that in career mode. I'm just going to simulate this track when I get to it.
Imagine playing career mode.
I know, right? Imagine playing this game for fun.
Yeah.
If you're not on time trial every waking hour of your day, you're not doing it right.
Well, I do it for fun since I don't have Racing Line anymore, so... Because I don't have any pressure to do anything.
Yeah.
Even though this track annoyed me because I locked up about every corner for some damn reason, I still don't know why. I had 90%
I think every
brake
time
pressure.
I went on board with you, in D2 you were locking up.
Yeah.
It was very impressive.
It was really awful. I actually did better than I thought with the locking up, but I had 90% brake pressure. I have no idea why I'd locked up all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I had 100 when I was practicing. I did kind of lock up a fair bit, but it was manageable. But then again, I'm on wheels, so that's probably why.
To be fair, since I dropped Racing Line, I lock up a little bit more. But but this track is awful for that for me. So.
Well, qualifying now over. Ronin won't.
By
be
the way,
included
my
on this
side
time.
got pole, and then goes side red with Murdersim.
Zai goes pole. My style not down into P2, but still a very good lap from the AlphaTauri. P. Benson's gone up to 4th. Brando is invalidated. I think he just give his teammate a bit of a tow. Lovely little stuff from the Williams there. He has 7/10 up. Oof.
I'm gonna stay with Mitzi.
He's gonna nail this last sector. So yeah, it's gonna be Legacy next, and then Platinum, I believe. Or no, it'll be Midzi, then it'll be Platinum. Well, we're on board then at the moment with Legacy rounding the last corner
and Mitzi has
for
a
the
little
Williams.
moment. That probably cost him 4/10 or something.
Running ball with Midzi, rounding the last corner.
And invalidated. So P10 for Mitzi.
Platinum is backed out. So Zai shocking absolutely no one on pole position. My style is P2 with a very good
and Platinum P3.
Platinum 3rd, P-Bens 4th, Brando in 5th, Funky in 6th, Ronin 7th. I'll have to wait until everyone else. I think it was Legacy 8th. Stuart 9th.
Yeah.
I got it
Mitzi
right.
10th.
And then Mitzi 10th. Yes.
Good job. You did your job. Good job.
Thank you. Now,
I love being an asshole.
Get me on? Where would my PB get me on here? I mean, aside from Midzi doing a 1:40, which I think was just a bit of like a mistake on his lap, so that's definitely not his actual pace, I'd still be last.
My time trial PB would get me to P7. My time trial PB, so...
I don't do time. I just noticed Ronin and Legacy have done the exact same lap time.
Oh, nice.
Legends. But,
definitely. Yeah, but on my, probably on a real quality lap, yeah, I'm last. What a surprise.
My quality laps have been like 33s. I didn't actually see the times in D2. I completely forgotten them now. I wonder where a 33.9 would have got me. So it was like my best out of all the practice I did. I think it was actually a 33.7 was my first.
We
fastest.
couldn't have said because it was under Inters.
Oh yeah, of course it was wet. So I still would have been shit. Honestly, this track is diabolical. But still, everyone I believe will be starting on the soft. Yeah,
except for
Midzi.
The
softs, except for Midzi. He's starting on the medium, so it'll be interesting to see what Midzi does this race.
And don't repeat what I did in D2. It's not a good idea.
Send it into turn 1. I'm going to go down the inside.
Just look at the guy on your right and decide to just brake later than him because you're a fucking idiot.
Well, we got a lot of chat. Oh yes, we got some chatto going on finally. Got Paper Stream willing on Brando. These two are teammates in another league in the Haas. So definitely going to be
my condolences for being in the Haas.
Hey, Haas is actually alright. Leave it alone.
No, it isn't.
I mean, if you want, you can have the Williams. We'll swap. I'll go in the Haas. You can have the Williams.
No swapping. I would love the Williams, but better than Haas.
It's
but I'm proud driving for Mother USA.
Yeah, hello twice. Mr. Pullenheimer, let's go Brando. Yeah, we've got a lot of love for Brando in chat. Good old Brando. He said to me he was going to absolutely send it this race, so I'm hoping he does.
Let's see if he does a me in turn 1.
Yes. Well, it looks like a dry race at the moment. I don't know if there's going to be rain later on, but looking dry.
Doesn't look at all like it. 20 seconds.
See, I should really sit at my desk, but it's too much fun sitting on my bed, because then I can go to sleep when this race inevitably gets boring.
Well, if you only hear my voice and see only one driver, that's the reason.
Right, I'll make sure I stay awake.
I'm gonna wake you up.
I'll do my best, it's fine. Brando bad. 5 says Brando bad. Well, he said Bando, he didn't even say Brando. Learn to spell, 5. I know you're Dutch, but come on.
Jesus.
Right, I might as well do the tyres as I did in D1, 2, whatever it... I don't know, D12.
D12.
D12, the division with only 5 crown, he still doesn't win the title. I did it on purpose. Nah, mate, lies. I don't believe you did that on purpose. I think you just not spelling it right, to be honest. But Zai currently leading the championship by a country mile. He's the only driver to win a race so far this season. With the only driver, that has won any race pretty much. So no one else yet to take the top step of the podium. Yeah, he has won every race.
Nice, dude. I thought he fucked up at one point. But...
No, D2 we've actually got a lot of character, and we've had about 4 different race winners.
I got it. I will look. That's.
Hang on, let's get this up quick. Results. Yeah, Zai is on a 4-win streak.
Interesting.
And then D2 we've had me, Pernenheimer, 5 twice, and now Ronin win a race. So everyone's goal is to blow up Zai. That's right.
Well, they wouldn't need me for that.
Brando P1 after lap 2. Yes, I believe.
Well, I started
at
5th as well, so... Or did I start 6th? I'm not sure.
You started 6th, I think.
Well, Funky also has no line, so... Not a good sign.
Sorry, we're going to keep an eye on Funky, see if he sends into turn 1, hits the back of P2.
Yeah. I just had too good of a start. That was the problem. I blame that.
Well, I'm sure it would be alright. Well, the game gave you a penalty anyway, so I would imagine the stewards would give you one.
If someone submitted it, I wouldn't complain at all. None at all. Not a second.
Right, here we go then, as we wait for the 10 cars to form up on the grid, and for me to get a good camera angle. There we go. 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go for the US Grand Prix. Zai's had a pretty average start. My star's had an amazing start. It could be already up into the lead here, going into turn 1.
It's also a good start. But God.
Going into... There we go. My star gets the lead over Zai. P Benson third. Oh, that's a bit of a collision.
I think
I caught the back. Well,
Ronin
back into that.
Touched his rear wheel, and then nothing he could do. But I'm not 100% sure that was happened. He basically was sideways in front of Platt and Ronin in the end. So MyStyle is leading at the moment, so maybe he finally gets his luck that he needs.
Say that, just wait. You jinxed it now. You've jinxed it.
That's not how anything works.
It is. It's currently a at least a Honda powered 1, 2, 3, but then 4 to 7 is all Mercedes powered because Ferrari has gone extinct. Oh wait, no, we have an Alpine in P9.
He forgets the damn Alpines.
Mate, the Alpine is such an underwhelming car. Right, leave me alone.
Never.
One of the worst looking cars on this grid, honestly. But,
you're definitely making friends with those opinions.
Oh yeah, mate, it's fine. I love it, I really do. I mean, I've already said that a couple of streams ago that I said the Aston Martin is the worst car. You know, it's fine. I like making people angry with having an opinion. But anyways, back to the race. My Style currently leading Zai on his tail though. P-Benz just sitting behind at the moment. Legacy sitting in 4th. He's had a really good start. Stuart as well has a pretty decent start. Brando, roughly same where he started. Ronin.
Yeah, we need to see
7.
what the stewards say about that.
Yeah, Midzi 8th. Platinum
Funky in the
9th,
pits
Funky
for a new wing.
pits.
Let's see if he goes for the hearts or
Hearts
what he
to the
does. I tried that. That was the plan. But then
I mean,
the
it
safety
is
car came
possible.
on.
It definitely was last game. So it's definitely possible last game if there's no safety cars. Because that's what I did in a different league. I went from
and he
lap
goes for
2
hards
to the end on hards.
Yeah.
Zai's looking all over the back of My Style here. He's got a great
Side by
run
side.
out of turn 11. And Zai is through
Yeah, but
up back
My
into
Style
the lead. But My Style is still there. Can
has
he
the
send it up
slipstream.
inside of turn 12? No, not quite.
No.
Things better on
Breaks
it.
early.
Legacy has demoted the other AlphaTauri off of the podium. That is the Williams up into 3rd position, and the other Williams currently sitting in P6, but he's got a little bit of company in the form of Ronin, and also soon to be Midzi and Platinum, as Platinum looks on the back of Midzi.
yeah, he has the
Full
faster
run.
tire at the moment, but Mitzi will probably have it on the end of the race
Yeah, more than likely.
because the 2-stop is the best strategy and side ride with the fastest lap.
Yeah, he's starting to walk away a little bit, but My Style still has DRS on him, so as long as he maintains this DRS gap, should be okay.
Yeah, but won't be easy though, especially through the S's with the dirty air. But he does a good job at the moment, keeping close, but yeah, it's gonna be very close, yeah.
It's literally all about getting the drive out of this corner.
Yeah. And he gets enough of
just
it. And now he has a penalty.
Penalty though.
Yeah, this track is very penalty heavy.
Yeah, I think only 3 people in Div 2 didn't get a penalty, and that was, I think it was Ronin, Halo, and Pornenheimer. Were the only 3 to not get penalties.
No one really close enough to make an overtake. Platinum in P9 maybe is going for it.
Oh, side by side, down the inside into turn 12.
Still side by side, around the outside. Can he do it?
No, not
No.
quite. Midzi covers him off nicely. Is he going to go for a move here though?
No.
Just stays behind. Sensible thing to do, to be fair. Ooh.
The next closest in front would be P-Bands and Legacy with 510s. Depends all on this corner, but he locks up a little bit. And that will cost him the time. Renault also not really close enough at the moment. So let's see what
Just,
Platinum
just
Mitzi
riding
do.
with My Style at the moment. Oh yeah, try and keep an eye on that Midzi Platinum as well. Zai has made some kind of mistake here. My Style. What's happened to Zai?
Oh, probably made a mistake in the S's.
It was before the S's. He just gonna, I don't know. He might have lost it through turn 2, or almost lost it through turn 2.
Yeah.
That's allowed My Style back up into the lead. Could also leave Zai vulnerable to Legacy and also P-Benz, who are right behind.
That could be 3 wide in the end, maybe even 4.
Depends on what kind of run these guys get.
Yeah.
Legacy's got a good run. P-Benz didn't get too much of a good run.
Oh, it's just a DRS train, yeah, but Legacy really going for it. But it's not close enough.
Brando past Stewart. Up into P5 for the other Williams. On the outside, just before turn 12. For Brando.
So that's really on the back of My Style.
Yeah, it was My Style at the moment. A bit disappointing to pick up that penalty, but I'm sure there are plenty more to come for everyone else. And it's very, very easy to get one at this circuit.
Yeah.
So, we just have to wait and see.
Yeah, so everyone seems to struggle a little bit with lockups.
I think Midsy's made a big mistake. He's now lost a position to Platinum and also lost almost 2 seconds as well.
Side Red around the outside, but doesn't have it, tries to do the switch back here. But I don't think that's gonna happen. He doesn't have the right line through here. MyStyle is on the racing line, and there's basically only one line you can take. Otherwise, you lose so much time. Yeah, the top 4 all right behind each other. It's really nice to see.
Yeah, this will hopefully keep it a bit entertaining for a bit.
Yeah.
Like 5 of 28, so fair bit into the race, I suppose.
So
at the moment.
Masai should have the big chance. MyStyle doesn't use any ERS, doesn't really defend.
Bit of a lock-up from Zai there, but it doesn't cost him too much.
Yeah, a lot of people locking up here, so it's not just me.
Pretty much
good to
everyone
know.
by the looks of it.
But still, the field is pretty close together, except for, of course, Funky and Mitzi. Does Mitzi have damage of some sort? Doesn't look like it now.
It doesn't look like it. Just don't know.
So we're going again for turn 1, side red. At the moment, 7 tenths, 8 tenths in front.
Really early.
And Mitzi DNFs.
Tyres in the pits after sudden loss of pace. MyStyle, picks up another penalty.
And
Brando. Well.
Penalty. Yeah, that's really not good for MyStyle.
6 seconds now. That is going to drop him. Well, at the moment, that could drop him to P8.
Yeah. And even if others get penalties, he already got 2 of them, so he really got to hope
to keep his nose clean for the rest of the race, and everyone gets more.
Yeah. And Sidered already a second in front, out of DRS range.
Legacy's making a move going. Nothing MyStyle can do. Down into 3rd now for the AlphaTauri. As Platinum gets past Ronin. Well, there's a huge lockup from Stewart there.
Let's see if MyStyle can keep up with Legacy, or if maybe Legacy can challenge Side Red. He did it before.
Yeah, all the way back to Austria. I think it was Austria. Yeah, it was Austria.
Yeah, it was Austria.
Yeah, those last few laps was very entertaining to watch. I think at the moment they're like the best race we've had in both divisions.
Ronin in the pit.
As is Ronin. Yeah, the best race we've had for both divisions is probably literally the first one. Like Hungary, I don't know. Hungary, I guess, dependent on how you look at it, was a good race.
I liked it.
Yeah, so you got a podium, so of course you liked it. Brazil was a bit of a air one, I suppose. But I don't think anything's matched Austria yet. We haven't had like a nuts race, but I suppose it definitely wouldn't have been this one, considering we basically had 10 drivers per division. We had what, 13 or 14 for D2, and we've got 14 for D2. And then technically we've got 9 because Ronin's a D2 driver.
Yeah.
So we've got 9 for Div 1, which is a bit upsetting, but oh well, it's kind of how.
So Brando might be close enough, but actually isn't. He doesn't have enough ERS
MyStyle gets very close to the back of Legacy there, almost contact. Brando's got no battery, what are you doing, son?
Yeah. B-Band's usually the best at the moment, except of course for Sai. But he's gone basically out of the DRS window, and the others will fight, so that thing is true.
5 crown in chat because I won, right? No, not because I won actually. I mean, it was still up and down. It was the most nuts race we've had. Brando pits.
Yeah, makes sense. It's time to pit around, you can see.
Austria was one of the most up and down races we've probably had this, what we've definitely had this season, it was the most up and down. Like, there was so much going on. We had pretty much a full grid for both divisions. Like, we had the they touch Martin meme literally immediately between Zai and Alfie. Like, in the first race, and then, well, yeah, D2 there was a huge battle for a podium at one point. It was like, what, P2 down to about P8 were all technically within contention of a podium.
Well, I wasn't there, so
at one point.
I wasn't. So only 7 people.
I thought you were there.
I wasn't in contention for it, though.
Oh, I was going to say, I thought you meant you weren't there in the race. I was like,
no, I was there.
I swear you were in the race.
I
you were
was
like
there,
4th or 5th
and I had a good result
you didn't have any
with
penalties.
P5,
Yeah.
but I never was really in contention for a podium. So, my style...
Well, I mean, both Tado and
P-Benz,
Paperstream could have had a podium.
P-Benz on my style.
Heroes. Oh, yeah, I think they've just done a bit of a swap. By the looks of it. Maybe because
my style is
has
going
more penalties.
Backwards at the moment. He lacks a little bit of pace. It's going to be interesting to see if they all go in now, because it's about time. You can see if you look at the cars, especially on the long corner, that they have to lift way more.
Yeah.
It's starting to go away. But Sidered stays, Legacy stays, P-Benz goes in. My style stays.
Okay, so that's interesting, because I think My Style's played a bit of a team game here. He's let P-Benz go to give him the better strategy in a way, give him the lead car role, because My Style has 2 penalties and P-Benz doesn't.
Yeah.
So that's very smart from the AlphaTauri guys.
Makes sense. And Funky we shouldn't completely forget about him, because he might just...
he might squeeze in at the end once everyone's kind of made their stops, but we'll have to wait and see. Depends on how well the hards hold on for Funky.
The hards are not too bad, actually, so they actually feel quite alright.
Runnable.
Probably lack the pace, but grip-wise it's not too bad.
5 in chat, Bonge bias. Mate, my favourite thing about Austria D2 was you crashing out.
Jesus.
Destroyed in seconds. There we go, that's me getting cancelled for the 5th week in a row. It's great, I love it. Seriously, like, part of my job now is just making sure that I cancel myself every single stream. We have a bit of a DRS train forming now behind Stuart.
Yeah.
So you have Brando and then P-Benz, but they're all within like about half a second of drift of each other. So it kind of just makes that kind of train.
The train.
Exactly. It makes the train a full-on train. Just leave it on the
Good
afterboard,
commentating
nice,
from us two today.
I know, it's brilliant. I mean, this is my 2nd race commentating in a row. Just to commentate D2. But
how do you feel about a 3rd race?
No.
How about 3rd race in USA right after this one?
No, you can.
With
you can
3
take
people.
That and shove it up your ass. No, you can definitely shove it up your ass. Stuart's at fast lap of the race.
I will do that. Maybe it will
Platinum
be fun.
just defied physics. He was sitting in the pit box and he just teleported into the fast lane. What a hero!
Hey, that's the new
Right,
Alpine strat.
Stuart. That's
Let's see if that
L-plan.
works out.
Well, 5 making excuses in chat. Like I said, I couldn't drive the cars. Nah, I think it's because you still had your sandbags in from time trial. That's what it was, mate. You should have taken them out for D1, then maybe you could have had another win. We move. 5 washed. It's fine.
So my style behind Legacy, getting closer but not close enough for the eventual
Have a look
overtake.
and see what this little Ooh, P-Benz is very close to the back of Brando. Brando's going to have DRS. Well, I don't think it's going to matter here. P-Benz looking to the outside into turn 12. Round the outside of the Williams he goes. Can he get this move done?
Ah, it's not done.
quite.
P-Benz is on the inside here. Little bit of wheel banging.
I think he's got
And
the
now
move done
Brando
now.
got the
No,
inside.
Brando's still there.
And
Zai
he
pits.
pushed through. And my style pit.
Brando. Yeah. Legacy as
And
well.
no, my style
comes
did
into
pit.
the
My
pit.
bad. Sidered and Legacy pitted. My style stays out. I think he wants to go long and then on the hards.
Yeah, he might
That
do.
seems
He's
to be
just
the
kinda
strategy. To have another
trying-
strategy to P-Bends.
Yeah, he's going to try and like limit the damage of those 2 penalties by trying, I'd imagine, the 1 stop as opposed to the 2 stop. Because then everyone else will have to pit again.
But the 2 stop is faster on this track,
Yeah.
about 6-7 seconds. But you never know what happens, because they will all be behind each other, and that costs time as well, and he could be in free air for a lot of it.
Because that seems
they
like
have to overtake
the
him.
thing. That seems like the smart thing to me is if you're in this little train, so if you're the likes at the moment of P-Bents or Brando
and Stewart, yeah.
Like, yeah, if you were in this little train, either at the end of it or in the middle of it, and you're coming up, say, let's say lap 20, or yeah, we'll say lap 20, 22 at the latest. You could maybe be a bit cheeky, try and pit, and while all these guys are tripping over each other battling, you can try and pull back that gap
Exactly.
on much fresher tyres, but then it is like, it's also then heavily dependent on if people respond to you. So, 2 stopping is probably the way to go, but it's just going to say who blinks first, or if anyone will try the 1. My style pits. Let's see what he goes on to.
And Stewart actually does a really good job here over this race. He's behind Sidered here, only a second behind.
Yeah. He's on soft tyres,
yeah,
so he's...
But he has to do the mediums in the end. Let's see what my style comes out.
Mediums for my style.
Interesting.
He's going to feed out. Just behind... Well, yeah, back at the pack now.
Yeah.
Between Legacy and Ronin.
And Funky must have had another moment, because he's 50 seconds now behind.
Yeah, he's not having the best of races, is Funky.
Yeah, and he's pitting.
He's pitting. Could imagine this would be a retirement.
Yeah, I think he damaged the swing, maybe.
Oh no,
yeah, he did.
Yeah,
it damaged the
mediums. It could take him to the end.
Well, it could be a safety car, so never give up. It worked
and
for me. I was about 30 seconds behind everyone, and then the safety car came. So
all you've got to do as well is just finish.
Legacy and Ronin side by side. Legacy takes P6. So the only one on softs at the moment is Stewart.
Yeah, so he's definitely solidifying the 2 stop.
Yeah, Stewart probably has to pit in about 4 laps. So
yeah, I'd say round about maybe. I could see like lap
16, 17.
Yeah,
I would
say at mediums to the end.
Yeah,
and then that could work out fine. Just a bit of a train at the moment. We do have Brando sitting in 3rd now, so he's gained a fair bit from these pit stops.
Yeah, and Meister lost a lot.
Meister has lost out hugely.
But
he's down in P8.
Yeah, he pitted pretty late. But he could pit late again around lap maybe 20, and then have better softs, maybe even lap 21, and have fresh softs for the whole stint. That could give him an advantage. Yeah. And Funky with a penalty.
So that only leaves Zai, Platinum, Legacy, and Ronin.
Yeah, Brando
to get one.
Lines up for a move.
Looking for a move on Stewart down the inside of turn 12.
And Oak breaks
Sends
him.
it on the Aston Martin.
But Stewart is still there with the softs.
Oh, that's a spin for Platinum in the background.
A little bit more
Just
grip.
saw that on the off-board.
Still side by side.
Brando looks like he's 3.
Brando has it, but Stewart has some more grip around here. It's a better exit, but yeah, can't do anything here.
And then we've got P-Bents as well joining this party.
And MyStyle and Ronin.
Oh yeah, MyStyle and Ronin just sneaking in the background as well, but Platinum went for a bit of a spin. I kind of just saw it in the background. A bit unfortunate for him, because he was on the back of this little train.
Yeah, so Stewart now around the outside. of Brando.
Into turn 1. I think he's got that move, has he? No,
No, he has a better... Nope, not good enough here. Then Ronan and my style.
Maybe
my
just
style
starting
could
to
make
go.
it. Past Ronan.
Oh god, I just seen in chat. 5 as only... So we're on lap 14 of 28 and we did an 18-minute qualifying session. 5 has only just realised there's 10 drivers.
Good job, 5.
Good god, man.
So, now we could see very interesting information here because P-Benz is going for Stewart, but Stewart doesn't have any ERS left. So he's basically almost a sitting duck, brakes a little bit late, goes wide, and that gives P-Benz the position. But Stewart tries to hang in there. Tries it now around the outside. Can't do it.
Not quite
Good
enough.
defense from P-Benz. Stays on the inside line. Yeah, those softs probably drop off now a little bit.
P-Benz has so much battery. Just noticed that. Brando has none. Stewart pits. So he's going to go mediums to the end.
Yeah.
This is the undercut I was talking about. I think he could maybe, with fresh mediums, although they're not too much fresher than those guys he was battling, every lap counts around here.
Definitely, yeah.
I just realised we forgot to do top 3 predictions.
Psy, and Psy.
Yeah, probably.
So Stewart comes out right behind Platinum.
I'm gonna say Zai, P-Benz, Brando. Like, as much as I love Brando, and he's probably now gonna kill me when he watches this back, and
Yeah.
I've just said to him that he's gonna be third.
I actually
But I
think,
think P-Benz is
from
gonna
what
have
we
it
see
in
now,
him, so-
Legacy P2. And
Oh yeah, 'cause
I'm going out on
a penalty.
I'm going out on a limb and say Stewart P3.
That's very interesting.
Brando and P-Benz.
P-Benz.
Brando now
Making the
tries
move
it.
on Brando.
Little bit of squeeze, but everything fair. And
Oh, that's
P-Benz,
contact.
yeah,
Brando's round.
that's not good.
Brando's then kind of stuck. Can't rejoin the circuit. Well, there we go. He can, well, rejoin the racing. He can now, but down into 6th. That's promoted the other Williams up onto the podium.
Yep.
P-Benz up into P2. My style still hanging on in there, but he does have 6 seconds worth
Yeah,
of penalties. At the moment, that's going to drop him down to 6th.
And they all have to pit again. So Stewart is still in there. No question about it. But the problem for Stewart right now is that P-Benz has no free air. So if Legacy needs to try to stay with him and fight him, that Stewart can still make up a lot of time. Enough time to that the others don't catch him on the softs on the last stint. It's gonna be an interesting last few laps when everyone has pitted to see who's going on the podium.
Taz, I wanted to make a bad joke, but this is Taz FW. I wanted to make a bad joke, but it would cause controversy. Sad. I should do it anyway, to be honest, because
Mate,
I mean, I've
that's all what I do.
I'll say that's what we
Bad
really
jokes,
do is
that's-
cause controversy. So
Controversy.
I've
So
already
Legacy
caused controversy probably about 3 times
Bit too far back.
this stream. So
Let's...
you're more than welcome to at least type it in chat, and then I'll see if I need to read it out or not. Is Loki the race director? I don't know. Are you the race director this week, Loki? Well, I think we have a spin for Funky. Yeah,
if I'm the
so
race
spin,
director,
lots of
then
fun
let's
win.
put out a safety car for everyone. Because fun, then let's
Yes, just
let
deploy a
all the lap
safety car for
cars-
literally
let
no
only
reason.
one lap car unlap himself because reasons.
I mean,
And
we
Funky
could have a
goes into
lapped car
P1.
soon, to be fair. I mean, Funky could be
Funky-
the lapped car
yeah.
soon because he doesn't have a front wing.
Funky is just going to P1. That's what I
Yeah, it's
decide.
half a front wing.
I just do whatever I want. Because apparently that's allowed now.
That could be amazing scenes if you could bring out a safety car like through your own choosing. Like if we had a boring race like this, I'd literally just throw one into the bell end.
To be fair, it's actually not that boring. This one.
No, it's not as boring as D2. D2 was a snooze fest.
I had some battles. You should have watched more of mine.
I did watch yours because you had like a nice battle with Paper Street.
Yeah.
Which was quite
and with another one
to watch.
Not even sure who it was anymore. I had some.
I know you had
battles.
I think you had a battle with Lucas, didn't you, for like P6?
That could be, yeah. So Legacy with 50% on P-Benz goes for the move and goes past him.
Legacy down the inside of the
P-Benz tries to defend but can't really do anything. Sidred, by the way, what a surprise, is almost 10 seconds ahead, so...
Literally surprising no one. Funky's retired.
He's just that good. That's just... And at the start, Platinum got basically taken out without his fault. I think he could have maybe challenged. And Mitzi also with bad luck, so...
Loki spills his coffee, also Loki hits safety car button so he doesn't miss the race while he gets the new drink.
True. So P-Benz now tries it around the outside. Actually sticks it, the switcheroo from P-Benz.
P-Benz has got a great run there. Side by side coming out turn
and he loses it a little bit.
Dear.
And that gives my style.
Just behind his teammate.
Yeah. Front end. Legacy now is out of the DRS window, but just about. MyStyle could get back into it, but he's too far away. That's the big chance for Legacy to make a bit of a gap. Stewart, let's see how far away he is completely at the moment. 25 behind the leader, so 15 seconds behind Legacy. He would easily get P2. And then we would need to see how fast the others can catch up. Now, MyStyle and P-Benz side by side, but P-Benz makes it pretty easy.
I need a drink. Almost choking on a bit of chocolate there. Oh dear.
Yeah, and will you think that Stewart here has a chance for the podium?
Yeah, he's definitely closing in. Because all these guys are starting to kind of all collect each other, not in like a they're going to blow each other up way. It's like they're all starting to fall into place. Oh, Stuart picks up a penalty. That's penalty number 2 for Stuart.
Ooh, that will be very difficult for the podium.
Pits, that's elevated. That's Stuart already up one more position. It's going to be softs for Ronan. Platinum pits as well, probably a set softs for him as well. So I'm going to probably imagine we're going to start seeing a lot of people pit. So yeah, this could really play into Stuart's hands here.
MyStyle and P-Benz. MyStyle goes past P-Benz in the S's because P-Benz loses it again a little bit. Maybe his tires are just gone at this moment. Maybe he pushed a little bit too much. They shouldn't be gone.
Taz is saying in chat, I needed a drink, so I'm going to bring out a safety car. Oh god, 5 has said something.
Not for you, Taz.
That's being screenshot. That is definitely being screenshotted. I mean, I know what he was trying to say, but he spelt it so horribly wrong. But I don't want to read it out on stream because I don't want it to go R-rated.
Mate, I'm swearing on this so many
wrong.
times on the stream, so who the hell cares?
But no, well, yeah, that's better left unread, I think.
Oh, and MyStyle loses it. MyStyle loses it in a fast corner. Probably a little bit too much. Well, a loose rear basically. What's the name? Suspension. A little bit too much on the rear. And after a point, it just gets too loose, and then you can't do it flat out anymore. P-Benz in the pits. P-Benz has fuel troubles, by the way. He is
He
on the
might be
field at the
underfueled.
moment.
Yeah.
So
he's
he
gonna have
needs
do
to
a bit
save.
him.
Yeah. But could cost him a lot. Now Stewart's up to P4. 6 seconds of penalties.
This chat is just disintegrated. Taz says the R in RF1 stands for R-rated. 5 says I'm grade
yeah.
A English. Brilliant stuff there, 5. Did I actually type that wrong? Yes, you did. I typed out what it actually should say, and no doubt it will probably get screenshotted. But I'm perfectly happy with it being screenshotted, to be honest.
So Sideward probably still gonna win. My prediction probably could easily come through here. Stewart could even get P2.
He could.
So-
Ronan on P-Bents.
But I
He's
still
looking
think
for a
Legacy
move.
is up for P2 at the moment, and Stewart for P3, like I said. Because the 6 seconds of Stewart
Definitely
could hurt him, but has enough of a gap, I think, to the others. Ronan really could come into that as well. Only 4.5 seconds behind.
Sits fast lap of the race as well, but P-Bents right on the back of him. Goes for the move. Into turn 1, Ronan breaks later though.
Yeah, but
Overshoots the
breaks a
corner
little bit too late, maybe. Not really too late.
Fastest lap now. P-Bents looking for a
P-Bents,
move into the
yeah,
S's. That's
shouldn't do that.
dangerous. Oh, that's definitely a warning there.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if Ronan will get a penalty here. Gonna have a quick look in the race director.
Oh, 5. 5, please stop.
What did he do?
I literally spell out how to say that word, and he still spells it wrong.
So Ronan has 2 warnings at the moment, so 1 warning, and he gets a penalty as well. Stewart really needs to push now to have a chance for
he's
the
got to
podium.
use this clear air.
And
But it's
he
gonna be
also needs to
interesting to
hope
see what
that
happens.
Ronan's tires will drop off. But I think there is a chance that they will in the end. Because he has... it's gonna be close though. Depends how much Ronan pushes.
Taz has just said in chat, we sincerely apologise for 5 crown existing.
Did he post a cat girl or something?
No, he literally is just kind of what 5 is saying in chat. And then yes, Taz
Platinum
is
with
like,
the
yeah,
fastest
we're
lap.
sorry that he exists. Platinum's at back-to-back fastest lap now. What a hero. But, yeah, 5 is being incredibly cursed in Twitch chat. It's fine, because this just adds to the massive folder of screenshots that I have of him. So it's all good.
Legacy seems to be like he might want to go to the end, because it's not that
definitely
much
possible.
of race left.
But yeah, there's 6 laps left.
It's gonna be difficult to do, but
Yeah,
we will
6 laps
see.
after
And
this one.
Brando goes past P-Benz very easily with DRS,
Go on, Brando.
and now sets aside
Pits.
on Ronan.
This is where
Ooh, maybe
Legacy stays
goes
out
for the
and
win.
blows up Zai. Yeah. Blow him up.
Ooh,
Do the
Legacy.
Perez. Yes! Go on, Legacy. Do the Perez defense. Absolutely sandbag. He has taken the lead.
Yeah, he is in the lead. My style might actually do the same thing. Because why the hell not?
Yeah, I mean, it's not too hard. Hang on, what's the penalty situation? My style and Stewart are battling for position.
Yeah.
Platinum picks up a
For the
penalty
podium.
when coming into the pits.
Well, actually, at the moment, Ronan has the podium.
good old Ronin, who's actually in D2.
Well,
He's going to get a
he's
D1
done-
podium.
He doesn't have it right now, but he almost got it. Well, he doesn't have any penalties, so that helps. To be
Well, I was
fair.
going to say that's already... Well, he's got to be within... Hang on. Well, he's within 6 seconds, definitely, of
Stewart, yeah. There's no
I think
question.
he's just within it for my start, because it's 4.7 plus 1.2. Yeah, he's literally just within
Yeah.
it.
And he
Go on, Ronin.
has the fastest tires, so he could get up. He could actually snap the podium here. So Side Red now behind Legacy. That should be a pretty easy move into turn 1. Maybe even earlier. Gonna keep an eye on that. And Legacy just lets him by.
Legacy, yep.
Probably
No
a
point in
clever
Legacy
move.
fighting him.
Gets here a little bit of.
Just going to kind of... Yeah.
Here's-
Oh,
Ooh, interesting. What are they doing? What the hell? Ooh, he
they're
wants
side
a
by
DRS.
side.
He stole the DRS.
Oh... Does he want DRS because he wants the fastest lap attempt that like no one's going to take off him?
Maybe.
So what he wants
Interesting
DRS.
tactics. P-Benz with a penalty now also on 6 seconds. So Ronan still needs to be careful because he has already 2 warnings. If he doesn't get a warning, he should get the podium. If he does get one, it's gonna be close between my style and Ronan. Stewart, I don't really think he has a chance except something in the front is going to happen.
Taz is saying in chat, Zai needs to give back the position. And he puts in little fucking asterisk saying brake checks Legacy. Zai just absolutely murders Legacy for no reason.
And Ronan now goes for the move on Stewart's pretty easy move.
Yeah.
Done and dusted.
So, well, if he gains another half a second, oh, we have a spin for platinum. If he gains another half a second, he can then still afford to get that penalty and still get a podium.
But mistakes are easily made around here. So, still
Zai, fastest lap of the
4
race.
laps to go. So Ronan on course for the podium. And right now he has it even when he gets another penalty. Yeah, those 6 seconds for my style really cost him. And maybe Ronan even gets him on track. That is quite possible too with the softs.
Yeah.
So the first 3
5 lap
could
hold
be
softs
without
versus 12
penalties. At least I got Legacy right, and Side Red.
I mean, it's not hard to get Zai right. Like, if this was Sky betting, and you would to bet on Zai winning,
You would
it be
lose
like
money.
A negative bet.
yeah, you would probably lose money.
The odds will probably be like 1 to 50 rather than 50 to what. Like, say the odds for I don't know. The odds for I don't know. Who can I say without upsetting them?
No one.
Yeah. Oh, screw it. He's an F2 champion. The odds on Platinum winning are 50 to 1. But there's the other way around for Zai. You'll actually lose money. If you put £1 in, you then like owe them 50 quid or something like that. Like, yeah, if you put £1 in, or like €1 in, you owe them like 50 euros. And we're like, nope, you owe us money because you went for the safest bet possible.
So, Mr. Brando is right behind Stewart.
Taz says that's a great gambling idea. We should employ that. Like, yeah, I mean, I would happily bet on RF1 races, and I'll just keep betting on 5 to blow up every race. But then the more races he finishes, the higher that then gets, to the point when it's like, I don't know, 50 to 1 for him blowing up, and then I bet on it. I'm like, yes, I'm now a millionaire.
Yeah, so Brando is right on the rear of Stewart. You can see it through the S's. He's so much faster. Should be an easy overtake. into turn whatever it
6
is.
seconds apiece. It'll be turn 11.
Might be, might not be.
It'll definitely be along this straight going into turn 12.
That's what I meant.
Will be a move for Brando.
And Ronan.
Yeah, there we
closing in for my style, but not close enough.
No, but Brando up into 5th place for the Williams, and he will stay there. So, well, providing he doesn't get another penalty at least. Yeah, you do have Ronan 4th, MyStyle 3rd. Can you imagine the scenes? Well, if MyStyle, I don't know. MyStyle can hold on to 4th here because I don't think he's going to lose enough time to Brando in 2 laps.
Well, Brando is really, really fast at the moment, so we have to see that now. Ronan probably will go for the move. Only not much ERS left, but he has...
Ronan to the inside.
Yeah. And MyStyle has to concede.
Done.
There's no
now,
chance
this
here.
is what I want to see. Can Brando catch up to MyStyle for a P4 here?
Yeah.
But these 3 will, MyStyle, Brando and Stewart will technically be battling for position, as they all have 6 seconds worth of penalties. But I think Stewart's call
and
here
Platinum
hasn't really
with
worked.
a penalty, so either you have no penalty or you have 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Nothing in between.
That looks really cool.
Oh, you have a DNF.
So I've just put that up. There we go. I've put up the penalty thing. That was quite funny. Everyone that has a penalty has 6 seconds.
Yeah.
If one more of them get it, if one more of these guys get a penalty, everyone else has to get another one. It's just how it works. I don't make the rules, okay? It's just
yeah, I do, because I'm apparently
exactly.
the rest director.
Loki makes the rules. Loki makes every rule. All right, here we go.
Yeah,
Zydrad coming on to the last lap.
Stewart is hanging on, by the way. So he keeps in there.
So let's just keep on board with this, actually, to be fair. We have Brando right on the back of MyStyle. And,
yeah, but now Stewart loses a little bit of time here. In these fast corners, not enough grip. So it's probably going to be a battle between Brando and MyStyle for P4. Can Brando get it on this last lap?
Neither of them have a lot of ERS.
Now Brando needs to be patient, because MyStyle is going to be slow through here. And Brando makes that really good P-bends with another 3 seconds. 9 seconds now, and
is that going to affect him?
it doesn't look like it now.
No, because like Platinum is 8 seconds behind, so.
And I think Brando should get that position. Neither of them have a lot of ERS, so the DRS will do it.
That's P-Bents round. So the penalty will end up affecting him down into P8 for the AlphaTauri. MyStyle weaving all over the place, trying to defend this on the last lap from Brando.
But he probably can't.
Down inside. Oh my god, MyStyle sends
he
it.
Almost made it stick. He kept it on track. Holy moly.
MyStyle. I didn't really catch that because I was on the off-board. But
he needs a new name. He's no MySend.
MySend. There we go. Zaya's won his 5th race in a row. Legacy will come home for yet another podium
P2
for Legacy.
Good job from Legacy
on a substitute performance.
Yeah. Also,
D2,
very, very good race from him.
D2 will be P3. Brando comes home in 4th for the
good
Williams.
Overtakes the whole race.
MyStyle 5th, Stewart in 6th. Platinum will come home 7th, and P-Bents will come home.
Yeah.
The last of the finishing cars in 8th.
What really costed MyStyle is those early penalties. Could at least got P4. And now we wait for another half of lap.
Erupted.
For the other two.
Taz said Ronan is D2 and then like a guy putting his hands on his head. Well, I mean, I don't know personally why both 5 and Ronan are D2, but there you go.
GTs. And P-Bends ends in style. with a little spin over the line.
There we go. I had to refresh my stream there, so I think my chat's just been cleared. Legacy gets fast driver of the day. Who'd have got fastest lap? Zai, I think, in the end got fastest. So Zai's getting 27 points.
And he does the appalling thing and hands out copies of the game. How dare he?
No, he's just throwing it in the bin where it belongs. That's all he's doing, that's fine. Perfectly justified there from Big Man Zai, but...
I call conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
This was definitely rigged.
This was a marketing scam, it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, we'll start getting everyone in now, and then we can get these interviews done.
The race director just
wanted
wanted Zai to win.
Look at this track ever again.
Yes, I got the fastest lap by quite a bit.
By a mile.
By a second, basically.
By about 2 seconds.
No, by a second.
Oh yeah, no, because Platinum got a 33. I was gonna say. Oh,
1.2
yeah,
seconds.
Got a 33. And Zai needs his
But
own division.
what a drive from Legacy, from P8 and Ronan from P7 up there. So good job.
Ronan to D1. Zai, that's Legacy. And that's Ronan again. Hopefully Ronan will join on the right thing this time. So we had so many technical issues in DT.
Well, good job, I guess.
Right, there we go. Is everyone in? I think so.
Seems like it, yes.
Well, there's 5 people in here, so I'm sure we're fine. But, well, that has been Division 1 of RF1, the United States Grand Prix. Ronan 3rd, Legacy 2nd, and Zai heading up 1st. So, do you want to start the podium interviews, Loki?
Yep.
You want to start with P3?
P3, my D2 fellow Ronan. Congratulations on the podium, D1. You had a great race, good pace, especially in the end, with clean, good overtakes. How was the race from your perspective?
Yeah, no, wasn't expecting a podium in D1. I know a lot of these guys are pretty fast, so I don't know how I managed that, but I should have started on the mediums just to do a different strategy. I think I qualified 8th or 7th or 8th, but yeah, I right away was doing the 2-stop strategy, so pitted early, got on mediums, and then when I had to pit for the softs, I was debating to try to take the mediums all the way to the end because I was going to lose some big positions, but to your point, my pace was fast on the softs, so yeah, it was a great clean race, and yeah, I enjoyed it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, good job. So D1 confirmed?
Yes, please.
No.
Get this
I'm
man
still
out
in
of the
OTC, trust me.
Okay.
Yeah, well, congratulations anyway.
Yep.
That's 2 podiums in one night, so
So it's
yeah,
done.
well done. So
Yep, thanks.
yeah, got the win in D2 and P3 in D1, so well done. But moving on, 2nd place now, RF1 Legacy. Really impressive race from yourself. You started around about P7 or P8, and 8th. There we go. I just remembered it now. Yeah, started 8th and kept yourself to yourself most of the race. Had some pretty good battles up and down the grid. With most of the grid, to be fair, was actually even with 10 drivers. It was quite entertaining. Came away with yet another podium to add to your collection this season. So well done for the Williams in the joint constructors. I don't actually know if that's still going ahead, is it?
Yeah,
remember.
I think so.
It is cool. Well, there we go. That's a load of decent points for the Williams and the joint constructors. But yeah, well done for your P2. Give us a bit of an overview of your weekend. Yeah, well, congratulations.
Big congrats.
Just seen in chat, we've had a slight issue with this. It seems you didn't include your audio, so we've kind of just been sat here for 5 minutes in absolute silence, and just me and Loki have randomly started laughing.
Guys, gotta repeat it all.
You know what?
I mean,
Start a P8. Let's start. Everybody got fucked up in turn 1. Excuse my language.
Hey, I swear so much. No problem.
Caught up to top 3. Fought Afataris, boxed with 2 of them. Grabbed the P2. And the race.
Good. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you for that. There we go. Brilliant. Right, we got there in the end. It's fine. It will count. Yeah. Well, congratulations anyway on second place. Well driven.
Yeah. So, let's go to P1 then. The big surprise. Side red. 5 out of 5. How are you feeling, mate?
Yeah, pretty decent. First of all, congrats to Ronan. Absolute quality performance. And Legacy, great fucking recovery drive. Fair play. But yeah, I mean, quality is awful around this track. I'm pretty sure most people can agree.
Yeah.
I felt pretty good in race pace as I'd just recently done an event with my team. So, yeah. Pretty happy.
Yeah, that's cool. One question I have is the last corner with Legacy. Why did you let him pass again? That's
okay. So basically,
because of the DRS, or
so no. It wasn't, I didn't get the DRS. I don't think because the detection.
yeah,
points
you did.
were-
You had DRS.
I did.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
fair
did.
enough.
You had it open.
I can't remember. Yeah, basically, me and Platinum were in a party, and we were basically going for a hot lap, like 1v1. And so I tried to like get the perfect exit to start my lap. Yeah, that's basically it. I saw the
okay.
Legacy basically let me by, and I was like, oh. but then yeah, I just. Yeah, fair play. But yeah, so I was just lining up for a hot lap.
Yeah.
And I managed to get that pretty decent. So, cheers.
Yeah, good job. And Legacy, you really disappointed Bunch because he wanted you to do a Paris.
He wanted me to do what?
What? Wait, what?
A Paris?
What did I want? Oh, what? Yeah, because I wanted you to like hold up Zai for as long as humanly possible, so he loses like 10 seconds to Brando against Williams 1-2.
Wish I could have done that.
You still...
but
But you let him pass.
I was thinking about it, but then I was just like, listen. By the time he put on those softs and like on his out lap, he already caught me up by the end of the lap. And I'm like, what am I gonna do?
Always
Say,
these
"Oh, hello."
excuses. Paris wouldn't have let him pass.
Yeah, but you know, I'm still leader right there. I'm still leader right there.
Yeah. Well, thanks for showing up, guys. It was a really enjoyable race, even though with only 10 people. Let's hope in Azerbaijan we get more. And yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, cheers
Bonge?
guys, good
Yeah,
comms.
thank you.
Bonge, thank you for commentating both leagues, by the way. Thank you very much.
That's right. No worries.
You kind of saved our bacon, so appreciate it.
That's right. No worries. But yeah, that has been this week of RF1 action. We will be back for the halfway point next week for Azerbaijan, 7 PM for D2, 9 PM for D1. Thank you so much for joining us this overall weekend. It's been good, all things considered. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.